Me fooling with my phone. What's up? So I can see you guys better. There's a little tiger thing in. Here we go. Okay. There we go. Okay, so I was going to give you guys a little bit of an update about the case with my friend. He was killed. I think it was intentional, but he was killed back, I think it was June 25th. That's the last. There's a text message from the lady, between the lady who killed him and her quote-unquote companion. There's a text message between the two of them, and saying that my friend was dead. And my friend's wife told me a little bit more about what happened with when he died. We knew about that they gave him 2 injections of fentanyl. My friend wasn't a user. I've known him since I was 15, and I'm 49 now, so that was quite a while. And I've never known him to use those kind of drugs. My husband and him worked together for a really, really long time. We worked out in the field together for probably about 20 years. And then even after my husband started estimating jobs, they kept working together. So hopefully I can keep a good signal on that, because I'm going to take a different way home than usual. But anyway, originally they had offered a plea deal to the woman who killed my friend, for her to pretty much, they were trying to get more information about the guy that she was with. And, they were trying to find more information about, try to find his involvement. I don't know why, but my comments aren't loading. So, sorry guys if you're commenting. Everybody talk amongst yourselves. But anyway, my friend, he was injected twice with fentanyl. He was unconscious both times. And we already knew that they stole all of his guns. His wife was telling me a little bit more about what was going on. There's evidence, when your spouse is murdered, when you find your spouse dead and decomposing on your kitchen floor after 2 weeks, things get a little bit hairy, and there's a lot to be done. But she told me there was a phone call that she had forgotten that she got, and it was from a guy that my friend used to work with. It was a drywaller, and he was supposed to be, there was some other stuff that was, private, personal stuff that was going on between my friend and his wife. And I'll do a little bit. Oliver can. Let me see if we can turn this on. Oops. Nope. I got it the wrong way. Sorry, guys. I had it turned around the other way. But anyway, his wife had said that she had received a call because she found him, I think he was killed June 25th. She found him July 5th. And then, it was on the 6th or 7th that she got a phone call from the drywaller that he used to work with. And the guy called and he said, hey, Jim was supposed to be, I'm worried about your husband. what happened? What's going on? I'm worried about him. And she said, somebody killed him. And turns out that, Oliver, back. Hey, get back. Anyway, so, trying to got interrupted. So anyway, come on, brain. He was supposed to this guy was supposed to be watching his handgun. And, which is kind of interesting because, when my friend was found, his name's Jim. When Jim was found, he was, all of his gun safes were locked. And, his wife couldn't figure out why. So then when this drywaller called, everything kind of came together that Jim was probably getting his guns ready to go out to this drywaller's house, The guy lived in Amish country. I can't remember what the guy's name was. So, kind of got that figured out, or maybe put together that Jim probably has to, he'd probably open the safe himself. Because they had all of the safes, they had keypads as well as, or they had the keypads or the turn dials, and then they had a key. And his wife, she couldn't remember all the combinations, so she had to go find the keys. It took them hours to find that the guns were all gone. And fortunately, we're very lucky. One of the guns had come up and was seized in a drug raid. So one of the guns is on its way back to her. Once they prosecute, the drug raid, then she'll get the gun back. And then they found another 3 guns when they were getting the house ready for winter. And her son went down and he looked, and he was doing some stuff down in the wood burner, and found that one of the revolvers and 2 of the pistols down there. So got a total of 4 guns back. So that's good. So those are accounted for. I don't remember the exact number anymore that were stolen. So anyway, the district or county prosecutor had offered this woman a plea deal. Something happened. It was originally the lead prosecutor that was handling the case. Something changed. For some reason, they changed which prosecutor was handling the case. And so that got changed, and now it's a man that's prosecuting. And they had a meeting with the woman, and she was supposed to be talking to the prosecutor, supposed to be telling him the truth, blah, blah, blah. Well, she was trying to just give him a whole bunch of bullshit lies. So he, I guess he got really angry and just said, you know what? You have a choice between pleading guilty on all of the charges, or you can go to trial on all of the charges. Originally, she was going to go to trial, and that was supposed to start next week. But then something changed. Now they've got her set up for sentencing on October 31st, which is really, really good. You guys have no idea how happy I am, because 2 of the charges that she is pleading guilty to, one is reckless homicide, and the other one is involuntary homicide. Those two kinds of homicide, they are just increasing the sentence. Now they have, and I read the law, and it said homicides convicted after XYZ date, or not convicted, committed after XYZ date. Now it's going to be They changed it to like a minimum of, I think, 10 years to indefinite. That's really good. And she's got 2 charges. And those are going to be served concurrently, which is a bummer, but it's not. Because if she goes to parole board, then maybe they can deny her parole on one, but not the other. I don't know. So they got the 10-year minimum. Then there is the, abuse of a corpse. I think that's added on in my state. And then there's fentanyl possession, cocaine possession, and those, each of them come with a 3-year enhancement. So that's another 3 years apiece. And then there's robbery, and then there's theft. She's going to be going to jail for a really long time, as she should, because what she did is horrible. It's horrible. And I still, still hard to believe that he's gone, and it's hard to wrap my head around why anyone would do that to such a generous guy. Maybe that's why they killed him, because he was generous. So we're making some progress on that front, and go ahead, get her sentenced. And then what was it? I think it was yesterday or today. They were serving the arrest warrant for the guy that was involved in killing my friend. And he is in a different county. So, and he had I think 3 felony warrants when they picked him up in Jim's car. So they just been holding him in another county. They weren't really in a big rush. He had plenty of other stuff that, another county wanted to, deal with him about. Now he is only getting, the robbery, the theft, fentanyl, cocaine, and then the 3 drug enhancement, or the 3 firearm enhancement, 3-year firearm enhancement. And he's getting abuse of a corpse. So, an abuse of a corpse is only 6 months. Can you believe that? 6 months. It's terrible. So, yeah. He's probably only going to be in jail like maybe 10 years. Well, maybe a little bit longer because of the firearm enhancement. So, and they have to do a whole bunch of the insurance company has to do a whole bunch of work on the house because they just trashed the house. And they got fentanyl and cocaine and who knows what else all over the house. It's just terrible. So, and then there's the space where Jimmy was laying. They have to take out the floors and some of the floor support cleaned up. But fortunately, my friend's wife is she's got her his cabin open for her through the winter to get that resolved. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. So crazy stuff. Just, you know, had to clean up the whole house. They went through every lick of everything. They even went through Jim's baby book and took our freaking baby book. Who does that? That's terrible. Okay, I'm gonna say something really ugly. It's kind of funny because both Jimmy and I both kind of thought the same thing. We hope that she gets hard with the freaking broomstick. Oh, she's in prison. Good. She freaking deserves it. She does. She deserves it. That. You know, people don't always get what they got coming, unfortunately. I'm going to try reload this. Give me 1 second. I might have to pop off where I can't see you guys. Past data. Are you guys still there? Hey, thanks for sticking around, guys. That's cool. So, oh, and nobody even said anything. You guys just listening to me ramble. I don't know. Probably not a whole lot of people really know me around YouTube. I mean, you guys kind of think you know me, but you don't really know me that well. So I'm probably going to end up rambling for a long time, or I'm just that boring. So, and tomorrow, we are going back into the office. Remember I told you guys about all that furniture that we got? Well, so we got all that furniture, and now we have to put it together. It's huge. We're going to have to try to put it together based on the pictures that were already there. So that should be interesting. So what have you guys got planned for this weekend? Anybody have anything fun planned? I'm just going into work because anymore, that's all I do every day. At some point, I go into that office. I still haven't mowed the grass in like 3 weeks. Still need to do that. That should be fun. Hey, Elsa, how are you? Everything is going really well. I was talking a little bit about my stuff with my friend's case, and the woman's going to jail for, or no, she's going to prison. I think you go to prison after you're convicted, right? I don't know. She's going to be incarcerated a good long time, and she deserves it. She deserves every minute of it. and I was talking about that we're probably going to go in the office yet again to put together the big gigantic desk, or the, well, actually two gigantic desks I was telling you guys about last week that we got for free. The reception desk, and then the, what is it? Oh, there's one of those big U-shaped desks that you see like in bankers' offices and stuff, with the touch and everything. So we got one of those for free. And I'm glad to hear you're doing good. I showed a little bit of my office, the one that doesn't exist, and my, the one, the dog-friendly office that doesn't exist. I have to go through these roundabouts, and I freaking hate them. They are all over the suburbs, all over the place. So, I wonder if I can. I can't remember how to do that. Dang it. You like decorating? Yeah, you'll have to see. I didn't do a whole bunch of decorating because at some point, hopefully, we'll be able to hire an office manager, and then I can go back to what I was doing. Because I have to go in there almost every day, and I hate being away from the dogs because they're used to being out, out doing stuff all day. They're not used to being at the house all the time. I feel bad. So, yeah, hopefully I'm gonna cross my fingers that maybe we can get that done by. My goal is March. Then at least I'll have something to do all winter. So then hopefully we'll get that done by March, and then I can go back to what I was doing. Spend more time doing my little videos. I'm still working on the dog video. Oliver is doing really good on his shake, his new shake trick, and we are learning the SPEAK word. Yeah, I was talking about that. Thank goodness he doesn't know how to spell. So, and then I got, oh my God, you guys, I got the cutest little bow tie. It's adorable. If I could share my pictures really fast on the fly, I would. It's going to be, I can't wait to do these videos. It's going to be so much fun. My husband's like, no, I don't want to be in videos. So I'll have to cut him out and just have his arm in there for, when Oliver's going out and campaigning. So I'm really excited about this. I'm probably going to try to get them done this week. Maybe do some videos where he's out, acting like suave, and, he has to go out and visit, farms and stuff like that because we live in a rural area. And that's what all the politicians do out by me. Oh, and we hired another employee today, so that puts us up to 12 or 13. I don't know, because I will know better in the future because I'm going to start doing all of the payroll. We got everything set up where the guys can just clock in and out on their payroll from their cell phones, which will be awesome. We got two generators stolen today, and I didn't realize my husband didn't have freaking air tags on them. I was like, why don't you have air tags on them? So that's a bummer. But it's not enough to, warrant, making a claim on, for the insurance company, for our insurance. only 2 generators, so it's not really that much. Just buy 2 more. Next time we're going to buy those. You've got all these really neat ear tags. You guys got to look on Amazon. These things are like probably the size of a quarter, and they have really super extra strong batteries on them, or not batteries, magnets. And then, you know, the way that it's set up, oh, he's probably going to bark. No, Oliver, don't you do it. Good boy, yeah, good boy. You want a weenie? You want a weenie for not barking? That was freaking awesome, you guys. He didn't bark. There we go, one wild weenie. I know, it smells like wild weenies in here now. But yeah, I'm gonna get those, you have to get those GPS trackers. Those things are really expensive. Really expensive. Oh my goodness. And then some of them, like, they work 2 different ways. One of them is kind of like it pings by cell phone power. I'm still trying to figure out how that works. If anybody knows, feel free to drop it in the comments or in the comments after the video, or you can drop it in the chat. Either way works for me. But that's about it. There's not really a whole lot going on. It's all everything's pretty quiet. Oh, and then my friend, did I tell you guys his memorial is going to be at his favorite pizza place, and everybody is supposed to bring treats, dog treats or cat treats for the, they're going to take them to the shelter, because the Humane Society, they always get all kinds of donations. Dogs at the shelter, they never get anything. Everybody always forgets that the 2 things are separate. I think I've got, even though it's so dry here, I think I've got mosquito bites. Something bit me. I was cutting down. We've got this section. We've got this big tree. It's probably like 100 years old. And Oliver, get in the back. Go on. It's probably like 100 years old. And so I've been trying to, because we haven't, there for a long time, we weren't really, you know, we were driving like over 100 miles a day for work. But since we're home now, I'm trying to get stuff, you know, more the way we want it. And I have more time. My depression's a lot better. So I've been trying to get that stuff done. And I was working back in there, and I've got little bumps all over me that it's really bad. Well, it's probably like 9 or 10 bumps. Not like a rash. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys. Okay. Trying to remember. I think I live streamed on my way up to the farm the other day, on Wednesday. That's what it was. Wednesday. I live streamed on my way to the farm. And we're cautiously optimistic. We went up there, and Oliver was showing some interest in the sheep. He was interested. So we kind of hung out for a little bit, talked to the trainer. We gave Oliver some pets and let him settle in. Because he gets a little bit, he doesn't really like new situations. Whereas like Kojak and Gypsy, they're like, woohoo! And they get really excited about new situations. But we let him settle in, a little bit less tense, started relaxing after an hour or so. So we went ahead and we put him in the paddock with 3 sheep. Oh, yeah, I was trying to be careful. I thought I was being careful. Did I say where it was? Oh, the farm. Oh my God, no. No. You would have to put your knee in my throat or whatever. Yeah. No, I would never, ever do that to my trainer. No, 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 no. You know, I've already got Purple says that she's going to dox me, and I guess I've got to live with that. I don't think anybody cares about me enough to do anything with it. So, anyway, but we're cautiously optimistic. We put him in the smallest paddock, the smallest one. I don't know how big it is, but we put him in the smallest paddock. And the first time we went in, he was kind of, checking the sheep out and kind of getting close to them to see what they would do. That's called spatial pressure, where dogs will kind of get close to something to see if it moves, and then they might stop, and stand there and look for a little bit when they see they move. But anyway, and sheep, like things like animals that, like vegetarian, like sheep and llamas, alpacas, donkeys, horses, those are all called flight animals because they're prey, or not prey, they're food. So, but anyway, I'm getting off track again. But he went in and he was kind of, testing the waters, seeing what the sheep were going to do. And we just started over from the beginning, and I just walked around in the paddock like there was like no big deal, just walking around. And so, and they were kind of some like medium light sheep. And when I say medium or light or heavy sheep, that means that's how close they they stay with the human. So anyway, kind of just walked around, and Oliver was checking out the sheep. And we just did that for maybe 20 minutes max. And then we went ahead and we went out. Everything was cool. He was ready to get out. So we just got out. We walked around, inside the little farm area, because my trainers have that it's like all enclosed. All of the paddocks are enclosed. And the barn, all of it is enclosed. So we just kind of hung around out there, and there was that. Oops, I gotta slow down here. Hitting the 35. But anyway, we walked around. We kind of relaxed. We got a little bit of water, and sat down and chatted with my trainer some more about, some, I guess, kind of behavior issues. Not like super bad stuff, but some, glitches that we're working on in the house with the other dogs. The other dogs don't like Oliver. And, but we're still trying to work them in together. So we talked about that stuff. We sat around, we talked dogs, and we fed one of the lambs was born really late. And then lamb had a hard time latching on, so it was a bottle baby. It ended up being taken into the house, and my trainer, she ended up feeding it with a bottle. So we fed the. Hold on a second.
Hey, I'm live streaming.
I'll talk to you later. Oh, actually, up on him anyway. Oops. Hopefully he won't call back. But anyway, so all that happened. Oh, and then we went back in a second time. We went back into the paddock, and Oliver was digging it. He was digging. He kind of got around, gathered them up, and hold on a second in this text. Yep, he started bringing them to me. Really,
So anyway, okay. Hey, living my best life. No, did you guys hear that phone call? I don't know. But anyway, so my husband, I forgot my dogs. I forgot two of them in the crates. Oops. But anyway, so Oliver was getting around the sheep. He was gathering them up. He started kind of bringing them to me, which is really good. That's really good. I was very worried about that because, oh, you're at the YMCA working out. I need to do that too, living my best life. But he started gathering up the sheep, which I was really, really happy about that. It's very positive because I bought Oliver for sport. That's the reason we got him, was for sport. It wasn't, to show him. And I would never, ever, never breed him. He's deaf in one ear. So definitely wouldn't breed him. I mean, he's a gorgeous dog otherwise. Gorgeous dog. He's extremely healthy. Oliver's doing really good. I was talking about Oliver's, we're back and we're trying to do stock dog training again because he wasn't into it before. Like at first he was into it and then he lost interest. He was just like avoiding work. And now he's showing some interest. She worked out for me too. There you go. Work out for me. So, but yeah, I'm very, very, very hopeful. You guys I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm going to try to not, I don't know, just not get too excited about it because I think in the past I put too much. I think I put too much pressure on him because I wanted him to do it. And it was like the more he wouldn't, the more pressure I put on him. Kind of like my dad in Spanish. Him wanting to make me learn Spanish. We all saw how that worked out. So, but yeah, we're cautiously optimistic. I'm going to have to see about going up again next week. And then I'm thinking that maybe if we go up at one afternoon, then work and do a lesson one afternoon, spend the night up there at a hotel, like really get him, because he's like a slow starter. Like at first he's like not digging it, and then next he was like, I'm kind of a little bit more into it. So and then do it again the next morning, do another lesson the next morning, and just kind of like maybe really give him a really good shot of trying to click that switch. You're doing preschool for your 3-year-old and have to be so patient with her. Yes. Well, and it's Oliver's just a lot different than my other cattle dogs. They're all so different. It's hard to explain. I know, and go at his pace. Well, I mean, it's like Kojak isn't necessary. Kojak does not do well with. Well, yeah, I was going to say Kojak does not do well with pressure. Like if you put a whole bunch of sheep in a paddock and they're staring at him, you don't want to have nothing to do with it. But if it's just 2 or 3 and he can chase them all over, yeah, he's into it, which is not a good thing. He's not allowed to herd anymore. And Gypsy she don't want to have nothing to do with it. She'll do it for a little bit and then she'll be like, meh. But Oliver's got more get up and go, and his sire has some championships, and his sire. I researched all of the line, all the dogs back. Well, not all of them, but like I went 2 or 3 generations back, and there are championships in there. So I was hoping I get dog, from a line of dogs with championships. Maybe he'll be interested in it. But yeah, that's the way it is with dogs. You never know. You can get them for sport and have it turn out that they don't even like that sport. That's why a lot of people that are really into dog sports, which is what I tried to do, they want to buy a juvenile dog. Well, breeders aren't always going to keep dogs until they're juveniles. So my trainer, she does keep dogs until they're 16 weeks old. But yeah, when we bought Oliver, I was trying to find a 1-year-old, which is really hard. It's really frustrating because somebody contacted me recently about, oh, are you still looking for a dog? No. 3 years after the fact. But yeah, so that's how I kind of went over the place. Yes. Let him go at his pace and just hope, flip that switch. So everybody, your fingers for me. And there's also a lady, I think her name is Carrie, and she lost her dad really recently. And keep Carrie in your thoughts. That's rough. That's really, really rough. It was really hard on me that first, I would say, year and a half, almost 2 years. It's only been pretty recently that I've really kind of pulled out of that funk. I still get sad sometimes. I miss him a lot. Because I also don't have any, family. What do they call it? Adult orphans. So I know a couple of other folks around are adult orphans. The sum total of it, that's probably about how my week is going. Not a lot of big plans for the weekend. Probably going to get out there and mow grass tonight when I get home. So very sweet of me, what? Thank you for saying I'm sweet. So probably going to get home, mow some grass. We got a really nice lawnmower. It's a 64-inch mower. We have like 5 acres, so it's it can get a little bit. No, we do have 5 acres. There's a lot to mow, but it's been really, really dry. Really dry. All summer long, it's been so dry. So I don't even know if Carrie listens to my channel. Oh, is that what you were saying I was being sweet about? Oh, well, I heard that she, lost her dad, and I was really sad. It really it touched a little bit of my heart. So, touched it, but you guys know what I mean. I don't know if it's been really dry everywhere else for everybody else. It has been. It's really frustrating because I put in some plants in the dog's garden this year. I know the catmint is doing okay, but I don't know about the butterfly bush. And that thing was like $30. So Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Carrie even is in here. Oh, I better slow down. There's football. So, yeah. You guys remember high school football? Wow. My dad used to be he was the team physician in the little town that he had his office in. He was the team physician for 18 years. That was fun going with him to the games. It was a lot of fun. So, and I always got to stand down on the sidelines with him. Woohoo! That was pretty fun. I don't remember anybody getting majorly injured. I don't think they were so intense about it then as they are now. Or maybe they were just as intense. I don't know. It doesn't matter. So that's about it. I'm just kind of rambling. I'm doing a Susan live stream. Except only Ulta and living my best life are in here. So yeah, and I'm waiting for something. Well, actually, what was it? There was something that kind of piqued my interest. Did you guys see the barbecue lady? I was thinking I might try to do another video on the barbecue lady who's been hanging out. She was hanging out over there with Queen Bee, and that's just messed up. She's doing a fundraiser before any kind of legal action has been taken. They're only threatening it. That's not right. That's not right at all. Yeah, that's not right. I don't know that I would even fight with those people, but yeah, she's doing a fundraiser already. She doesn't even, nothing's been done, just a nasty gram. So I was thinking about trying to do something with some of those clips because that's messed up. You need to try to get out of this little swimming hole. I've been hanging out outside the swimming hole more, but well, there it is. I'm losing my. So goodbye, guys. Have a good evening, and I will see you in YouTube streets. Bye.